Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform and people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hey guys, it's Sam with 2 Abs and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I'm so excited to be here with all of you because in just a bit I'll be having a very talented singer-songwriter with me, and I'm really excited she'll be joining us because it's going to be my first time talking to her, and we're going to be talking about life but also music because she recently came out with a collaboration with Sigrid, which is called Head on Fire. So I'm really excited to talk about that. So everyone, please welcome to MYXclusive, Griff.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Griff. Thank you so much for joining us here. Where are you calling us from today?
I'm currently in a hotel room in a place called Bristol in the UK. I'm in the middle of my tour, so yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. I can imagine you're very, very busy, but you did mention you're on tour. So how's it been? How's life on tour so far?
Life on tour is fun. It's really strange meeting the people that are listening to my music because I haven't been able to because of lockdown. So it's really crazy that people are actually showing up to these shows, you know?
Yeah, that is, I can imagine, especially being, online for quite some time and seeing people in real life, IRL, I feel like is a little bit trippy, but that's so cool being able to perform again. So how does it feel being able to, share your music with people in real life now?
It's the best feeling ever. And it's also really fun seeing like what songs people really connect to live. Like there's certain songs that people really love live, and it's really cool because it's ones that you wouldn't expect. So yeah.
Yeah, and I can imagine the vibe is just perfect and really so fun when you're performing in front of everybody, and to see people vibe to your music, I think is something that is so unmatchable, and so fun that you're able to experience it and be on tour again, especially with everything that went on in the last 2 years. But I'm so excited that you're here because I'm so excited to talk about your music. Like I said a while ago, I've been obsessed with your current or your latest collaboration with Sigrid, which is Head on Fire. I think you two are some of the coolest ladies in music right now. So how did this collaboration actually come about between the two of you?
Big statement, firstly, thank you. We met at a fashion show over summer, and I'm a huge fan of Sigrid's. And then since Sigrid was in London, we were like, why don't we just get in the studio and see what we can write? And then we wrote Head on Fire, and we just really, really got on. And I think we just kind of found a real friendship in each other. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. I mean, like I said, I really think you guys are like two of the coolest people ever because with the music and also fashion and being able to be create like a working relationship but also become friends through this collaboration, I think is so cool. So could you tell us more about where the idea for Head on Fire actually came about and what was it like working on it together?
Yeah, we were just basically messing around in the studio, and then we weren't even trying to write like anything really. We were just kind of messing around. And yeah, she was playing these chords and I was kind of humming, and we started singing that idea of like sitting there with my head on fire. And I think it made sense to just write about that feeling of like really wishing someone was there and then not. And that can be a really tangible thing where it feels like your head is like on fire. So yeah, but the process has been fun. But then she was in Norway and I was in the UK, and I was like trying to produce it, and I was sending her versions of the song, and I was like, what do you think of this? And do the drums feel right here? And it was definitely like a process over a few months to get the song right. So yeah.
Yeah, and having to work on it like cross country, I think is crazy. But being able to pull it off. is
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that is so cool. We never really thought that this would be
Thank
possible
you.
like maybe 2 years ago, but seeing the two of you actually be able to do it and create such an amazing song is so cool. But I love the whole message of the song. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. Having their head on fire when they are kind of like into someone. I think a lot of people
Mm,
can definitely relate to that. But more than the actual like
mm.
original version of the song, you came out with a remix version too with King Princess and Moose. So like I thought that was really powerful too. So can you tell us more about, creating this version too with them?
Yeah. I just wanted to do a cool remix. I'm like, again, a huge
Hmm.
Mo fan and a huge King Princess fan.
Hmm.
And so we were kind of just like, F it, let's just ask them and see if they want to do it. And it was coming up around International Women's Day as well. And I think it felt like a really powerful statement to have 4 really incredible solo female artists on one song. So yeah, it was exciting.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it's right about the time that international, I mean, it's still International Women's Month, so it made me feel like such a strong, independent, powerful woman, just like all 4 of you ladies. So
Yeah,
shout out to all our women who also feel the same way
exactly.
listening to this track. And if you haven't listened to it, we definitely are encouraging everybody because it will really make you feel so powerful. Just like the music video, actually, of this track too, "Head on Fire." I thought it was so like visually looked like so much fun creating it. So what was it like also creating the music video? It looked like such a fun experience for you and Sigrid.
Yeah, we had so much fun, and we don't usually have fun on
Mhm.
music video shoots. We were saying because, like, when you're a solo artist, it's quite like mundane and
Mhm.
quite lonely being on set all day by yourself when you're in front of the camera. But we had each
Mhm.
other suddenly, so we were having so much fun, and we were climbing the scaffolding and just like running around this theater. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah, and I saw that you guys really served some looks in the music video, and I know you're really into fashion and
Mm.
into clothes. So do you have like a hand in styling for the video as well?
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
I mean, I always, I guess, like style myself. Um,
Mhm.
and then Sigrid kind of had her stylist as well, and we were kind of just mix and matching. And then, do you know what? The night before we were shooting, Sigrid decided what she wanted to wear for the first scene, and I was like, I don't feel like I've got anything that matches you yet. So then I went home, and like the trousers I was wearing in that first scene, I actually made and threw together that night, and I put this like pink strip all the way down the legs. So if you go back and look out for them, you can see that I've made them.
Whoa, that's so cool. I love the personal touch in the music video. Makes it more personal, I can imagine, for you. So that's so cool. A little
Thanks.
tidbit that we
Mm,
learned about the music video,
thank
you
you.
guys. But after this release, obviously, it makes us more excited for everything that you have planned. I know you're currently on tour now, but what else can we expect coming from you? I know you have so many goals, like with music and probably anything creative. So what can we expect coming from you, Griff?
Yeah, I mean, this year is basically just touring, touring,
Hmm.
touring.
Hmm.
In the middle of my UK tour, then I go on tour with Dua Lipa in April for 3 months. Then I know, and then I've got festivals, and then I go on tour with Ed Sheeran, and then we'll see where we get to. Hopefully, I'm still alive at that point. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of touring.
That is so crazy. I mean, going on tour is already really exciting. Then being on tour with, you know, artists like Dua Lipa and Ed Sheeran, I mean, no big deal.
No
It's
big deal.
really,
Tiny
no big
deal.
deal. Yeah, very tiny deal. But that makes me so excited for you. My heart literally just skipped a beat. So how does it
Thank
feel,
you.
like after being stuck at home for quite some time and now finally getting out there performing for like huge crowds and also being on tour with these artists, like were there certain things about yourself that you might have never really realized but you realized when you were on tour or started touring again?
Oh, I think I realized that I'm an introvert and that I actually love being alone and I'm like a
Mhm.
bit of a hermit. And so
Mhm.
constantly being out and about and like around people is definitely a bit of a shock to the system, but it's fun.
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, it's all about balance, being out there
Exactly.
but also having your alone time, I think is
Basically.
really important. So
Exactly.
we wish you the best on
Thank
tour
you.
and all of the upcoming shows. But before I let you go, do you have a message to all of your Filipino fans who are so excited that you're putting out music and touring again, but also who can't wait to see you in the Philippines when the time is right?
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for like listening to my music. It honestly blows me away that there are people on the other side of the world that love my music, and my plan is to come to the Philippines as soon as possible. So yeah.
Yeah, and you're very welcome here. We're gonna, put on a great show
Thank
for you
you.
too as a crowd, and
Thank
we
you.
can't wait
We're gonna
for when that
do
happens. Yeah, it's
exactly.
gonna be amazing. But till then, we'll stream all of your music online and support you,
Thank you.
obviously, by streaming all of
Thank
your
you.
music. But thank you
Please
so
do.
much, Griff, for joining us
Thank
here
you.
on
Nice
MYXclusive
to meet you.
today, and we hope nice to meet you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, and thank you as well to everyone who tuned in. Thanks, guys.